Primitive drum beats intensify, blending with modern city sounds. Picture this. You're scrolling through your phone, heart racing as you see an angry email from your boss. Suddenly, you're not so different from our ancient ancestors facing a saber-toothed tiger. Welcome to the fascinating world of survival instincts gone wrong in modern life. I'm Dr. Sarah Evans, evolutionary anthropologist, and today we're diving deep into the prehistoric programming still running in our brains. Brain evolution, animation appears, highlighting primitive regions. Our brains evolved over millions of years to help us survive in a world of scarcity and constant danger. But in just a few centuries, we've created a world our Stone Age minds struggled to comprehend. It's like we're running outdated software in a high-tech world, and the results can be, well, let's just say our ancestors would be confused. Let's start with our ancient brain in this modern world. Why do we crave sugar and fat like there's no tomorrow? Our hunter-gatherer ancestors needed these high-energy foods to survive, but now they're everywhere, and our brains haven't caught up. It's like having an overeager grocery shopper always filling your cart with donuts and chips. Visual overlay of a caveman confused in a modern supermarket. And that fight-or-flight response, it used to save us from predators. Now it's triggered by emails, deadlines, and that weird noise your car's making. Our bodies react to these modern stressors as if they're like pumping us full of stress hormones, when all we really need is a deep breath and maybe a strongly worded reply. Social media is another culprit, exploiting our deep-seated need for tribal belonging. We're hardwired to seek connection and status within our group. But instead of a small clan, we're now comparing ourselves to billions of carefully curated online personas. No wonder we feel constantly inadequate. Interactive element. Test your Stone Age instincts quiz pops up. These evolutionary mismatches are causing real problems in our daily lives. Split screen showing natural sunset versus person staring at bright phone screen in bed. Anxiety is another modern epidemic with ancient roots. Our brains are constantly scanning for threats. A handy trait when danger lurked around every corner. But in our relatively safe modern world, this hypervigilance often manifests as chronic worry and stress. We're like an overzealous security system, setting off alarms at every shadow. And let's talk about addictive behaviors. Our reward circuits, designed to encourage beneficial actions like eating and socializing, are now being hijacked by everything from social media likes to online gambling. It's like our brain's reward center is a toddler with an unlimited candy supply, no impulse control, and a tendency to go overboard. Animation of brain lighting up with dopamine rushes from various modern stimuli. But don't despair. We can hack our Stone Age brains for better living in the modern world. Understanding evolutionary psychology is the first step to developing healthier habits. It's like having the user manual for your brain. Suddenly, those quirks and glitches make a lot more sense. For example, knowing that we're hardwired to seek immediate rewards can help us trick our brains into healthier behaviors. Want to exercise more? Pair it with something you enjoy, like listening to a favorite podcast. You're essentially bribing your ancient brain with a modern treat. Visual of cavemen running on a treadmill while watching a smartphone. Understanding why self-control is so difficult can also be liberating. Our ancestors needed to act on impulses to survive, so delayed gratification isn't our strong suit. But by creating environments that support our goals, we can make self-control easier. It's like child-proofing your house, but for your inner caveman, interactive element, design your habit-friendly environment challenge. Let's look at some practical ways to work with, not against, our evolutionary programming. Craving unhealthy snacks? Keep them out of sight and stock up on healthier alternatives that are just as convenient. Your Stone Age brain won't miss what it can't see. Struggling with social media addiction? Use apps that limit your screen time, giving your tribal brain the connection it craves without the endless scroll. It's like setting a time limit at the prehistoric watering hole. You get your social fix without wasting the whole day. Cinematic shot? Person putting phone in a timed lockbox, then engaging in face-to-face conversation. For better sleep, try mimicking natural light patterns. Use warm, dim lighting in the evening and expose yourself to bright light in the morning. It's like creating a mini sun cycle for your confused circadian rhythms. To manage anxiety, regular exercise can be a game. It satisfies our need for movement and releases feel-good chemicals, just like our ancestors got from daily survival activities. You're basically tricking your brain into thinking you've successfully fled from a predator. Educational graphic. Timeline showing evolution of human activity from hunting to modern exercise. Remember, our brains are incredibly adaptable. While we can't completely rewire millions of years of we can certainly learn to work with our ancient instincts rather than against them. It's about finding that sweet spot between our primitive programming and modern needs. Brain region, comparison, graphic, highlighting adaptability. So the next time you find yourself doom scrolling at 2 a.m. or stress eating an entire cake, remember, it's not entirely your fault. You're just a modern human with a very, very old brain. But armed with this knowledge, you can start making choices that satisfy both your inner caveman and your modern self. Closing shot. Split screen of prehistoric landscape morphing into modern city, with a person confidently striding through both. Understanding our evolutionary heritage doesn't just explain our quirks, it empowers us to live better, more fulfilling lives in this complex, modern world. So embrace your inner Stone Age survivor, but maybe don't take all its advice. After all, we've come a long way from the caves, even if our brains are still catching up. Final interactive element. What's your evolutionary superpower? Quiz, remember? You're carrying millions of years of survival success in that beautiful brain of yours. Use it wisely, and maybe cut yourself some slack when those ancient instincts misfire. We're all just cavemen in business casual, trying our best to navigate this strange new world.